kind of the mindless just killing things with the Gears of War. I think this is the best I've done in a multiplayer in a shooter game too, which I really enjoyed. So, yeah, great game.
Yeah,
Iconic Halo game.
Yeah,
So,
I haven't played
or
this.
not Halo.
Xbox.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played any of the Xbox games, but it looks interesting to me. But
Yeah.
okay, Genshin Impact.
Yeah,
B.
we're gonna put in B for now. We've probably both put about an hour or so into it. Could easily go higher. It's really fun. If you say it's not Breath of the Wild, you're lying to yourself, but that's okay. Yeah, and I think I'm okay with that though. I think I'm okay with them just like taking Breath of the Wild and making it a free game that has a different story. Like, it's a really fun open world, and I want to explore it more. We've just been distracted by other games, so.
Yeah, it looks really interesting, but not the top of my list of games to play right now.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Okay, next, Ghost of Tsushima, easy S tier.
Easy
game.
S.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk about
Well, anyway, it was kind of funny when we bought this game because Johnny was like, "You gonna buy that? Like, I know you're interested in it, and I'm interested in it too." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. It's like $60, but I'll go ahead and buy it. Whatever." And we played it nonstop. We could not put this game back. Like, it's so fun, so engaging.
Yeah. It's
go
so,
ahead.
the world is beautiful. The playing as a samurai is so fun. They did a good job of making it open world, but kind of almost fixing some of the problems like open world games have to
Yeah.
a certain extent. I love the following the wind to get to your locations.
and changing stances
yeah.
was
Yeah,
so
and
cool.
this is one of the few games that I cried during. Like, the ending is just spectacular. And we ended up finishing the game together. At the end of the game, you can make a choice, and we got to watch both endings, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
If you get into this game, you probably won't be able to put it down either. Everyone should play it. So.
Ghouls and Ghosts. I think this one was C.
Yeah, I think so. C or B.
It was C.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you haven't played this at all. I don't think.
I've played it like little bits, but really not that much.
Anyway, I played this. I actually played it all the way through. We got it on one of those little controller things. I don't know
like
what.
one of the here's a bunch of Super Nintendo games kind of deal.
Yeah, we
right?
can talk about that with the next one too.
Yeah.
But and it's a pretty fun game. Kind of brutal. You die, you go all the way back to the beginning. But it's just kind of fun, kind of like Mario, but you're a knight. So
yeah. All right, next we have the classic that everyone's played, Gigapet Adventures
S plus
tier. No, okay, this is another B plus game. We wanted to put this one in here because it's a game our whole family played together. It was one of those games, kind of like Brandon was talking about with the Ghouls and Ghosts. One of those games that it's just this like little, like self-contained little console thing that you like plug into the TV. Anyway, we put way too much time into this game. We all put hours and hours into this game, and it was so fun to play it together. It was this silly little adventure round as a pet, get like random things, do silly quests where you have to go dig for things and stuff like that.
it was the closest thing we had to video games.
Yeah, pretty much. So that might have been why we played it so much, but it was fun, and I loved playing it with everyone, and so that's why we're gonna put B plus.
Okay, God of War. I'm going to talk about this one since you actually haven't played it.
I haven't played.
You
I
need
played
to
bits.
play it.
I played bits of it, but I didn't play through it. Yeah.
Anyway, this is a phenomenal game. I haven't played any of the other ones, so this was my first experience with it. But just Kratos is such a cool character. I think he's really fleshed out during this game. I know in the earlier games he's just an angry guy. In this one, he's just he's like, I don't know, matured maybe, but like he's a father and like still this angry guy, but is still trying to be a good person at the same time.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play through it.
Just great Norse mythology game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, next we have Grand Theft Auto. What did we end up deciding to do with this one? Did we go A or B?
I think it's B.
Yeah, this one's weird for us. Neither of us have played it too much. I've played it actually C plus. Yeah, let's put it in C plus.
You think C+?
That's where we had it, because it is a niche game, and it's not a niche like there's a very wide niche for it. I think for people that are like the at the normal or average gamer specifically, it's not the most fun game. But people who are just wanting, I don't know,
wanting just again, it's this mindless fun. Yeah,
mindless fun. And I think that's why it goes into C+.
Mayhem.
And it is a really good game, and obviously has had a really long lifespan. I think it is a really weird spot for us where it fills a niche, but the niche is like huge. So anyway, we're gonna put it there for now.
Okay.
Next we have Halo. It's kind of right alongside with Gears of War. Classic Xbox shooter game, and I mean, it's Halo. So you should try it. If you haven't played it, you should try it, Brett.
I should try it. Hey, you haven't played God of War.
That's fair, but you haven't played Halo. So, all right. Next we have Hearthstone, which we are putting in A tier.
A tier. I haven't played this at all.
Yeah, I played a bunch of it when it first came out, and I think that may be why it's in A tier. I think it was a little bit more accessible in A tier. It's kind of hard now, and you need to kind of spend a lot of money, but it is really fun still, and it's a really great card game. It's really, I think, so far the best card game on the phone, or even not with actual cards, maybe.
I mean, Gwent.
Yeah. Anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, Hearthstone, A tier. You should try it. It's a fun card game, fun to play, pretty simple. It is honestly pretty simple. There's a lot of you can get a little complicated, but it's fun to play. So.
Okay. Hellpoint. I think we changed this to C.
Yeah, we ended up putting it C. Yeah.
Okay. Well. So the selling point for this game, for us, was that we could play it together. It's like a Souls-like, but in space, which sounds pretty cool. But we're like, oh, we can play this game together. We should let's get it. Definitely a game I was more interested in, but you were totally down to play.
Yeah, I was wanting to play it, and it was just so disappointing that we weren't able to figure out the multiplayer.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to work whatsoever for some reason. But
so that's why it's going to be in C. If it figures the multiplayer stuff out, then we
could move it up.
We could move it up. All right, next we have Heroes of Might and Magic. This one goes in the B+. Super fun, really enjoyable turn-based strategy game. I played this game a ton as a kid, and I'm glad to see that it's still around. I think it was at its best, though, when it was 2 and 3. 2 and 3 were so fun. And that was the one that they made into Palm Heroes that you got into as well.
Yes, and I played that one nonstop. But
yeah, it's so fun. Palm Heroes was on the phone, but it's unfortunately not around anymore, or else I would still be playing it, honestly. But it's a great, if you love the turn-based strategy games, you should try it. It's magic, monsters, fantasy. It's a good time.
Okay, Hob. I believe we put this one in
A tier. I really enjoyed this indie game. It was super fun.
Yeah,
super fun, and you've played a good amount of it too, right?
You haven't finished it, have you?
I haven't finished it, but I've played a decent amount.
I think we probably played about the same amount.
Yeah.
But
anyway, it's a really cool adventure game, puzzle-solving game as well. It's kind of lesser known, but if you haven't heard about it, you should try it. If you like indie games too, like this one should be right up your alley.
It's very unique, very very cool style. But anyway, okay, Hollow Knight. Okay, another Souls-like. I like Souls-likes. If you can't tell. Anyway, this one's so cool. It's like Dark Souls, but 2D. It's like a platforming game about bugs fighting bugs. But this one is really cool to me because I just feel so much emotion while playing this game. The atmosphere is so cool, and I'm just sitting there like, why is this game making me almost cry when it's about bugs?
Bugs fighting bugs.
But it's super cool game, but it's Souls-like and just super hard.
Yeah, really fun though. And I haven't played as much of it, but I really like what I've played so far. All right, next we have Horizon Zero Dawn. Another just phenomenal game. This one's going in S tier.
Yes, it was S tier.
Yeah, this one's so good. You really have to play this one. It's just, super cool concept, like the fighting giant dinosaur robots with bow and arrows.
Yeah.
Like man, and they executed it so well. It never feels bad, honestly. Like, it's so good. I was when I first started playing this game, I got a little bit into it, and then my brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law came down, and they stayed with me for a couple days, and I was like, I kind of want to show you guys this game. Do you want to watch it for a bit? And they watched it for an hour, and then the hour turned into 2, and I started feeling bad because I was just the one playing this game, and they were just watching it, and I was like, do you guys want to do anything else while you're here? Like, and they're like, honestly, we want to watch you finish this game. And that's what we did. They just watched me finish the game, and it was just that, like, the story is that good, the art style is that good that they even just wanted to watch me finish it. And I love this game. S tier for me.
Just phenomenal game. Okay, Jetpack Joyride.
Jetpack Joyride is another A tier game. Really fun.
Kind of the same reason why same area as Donut Games.
Yeah. It's really fun, kind of like the Subway Surfer type game.
Yeah.
Where you run along and you're dodging obstacles and stuff like that, but more fun, and you get all these powers that are really cool and stuff like that. We still need to check if this one's around.
Yeah, we do. We need to check if all these are.
Yeah, we should do that for sure.
Yeah,
you should try it if you can. Hopefully you can. So, all right, next we have Journey.
Okay, well, I've played this one. You haven't. It's really short game, like 1 or 2 hours. It's super cool. I ended up getting it for free, and I was like, oh, might as well try it. And I just played it all the way through, just like in one sitting, and it was so much. It's just such a cool little, another indie game where you just go on a journey, and it's so cool. Just exploring this world and just uncovering its secrets. Super cool little game.
All right, next we have Jurassic World Evolution. This one's going to go in C+, and I wish it could be higher, but it's Jurassic World. We're both huge fans of Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and it's just a little sad that this game didn't quite give us what we wanted. It's a fun city building type game where you're building up your park and stuff, but I don't know, when you go to play with dinosaurs, you're not really going to build up a park. You want to fight dinosaurs, and stuff like that.
And I couldn't get the game to work, so I haven't actually played it at all. But
anyway, we're gonna put it C+. I think that's a good spot for it for now.
Okay, Just Cause 3, not 4. A solid game. So this game's pretty cool. It's kind of in the same realm as GTA, where you're just going around blowing stuff up. It's pretty cool though. It's kind of the same. It kind of has the same storyline as Far Cry 4, where you're taking down a dictator. But I think Far Cry does a much better job with it. But this game's just another mindless blow everything up, and it's pretty cool.
All right, next we get into some of our favorite games, the Kingdom Hearts games.
Let's just go ahead and throw
We'll put them all up there. Most of them are S tier games. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep are S tier. We're gonna put
this one's A- minus or A+.
S minus.
S minus.
Yeah, and then
you're in
A. Yeah. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, go play it. I don't know what else to say. It's so fun. The combination of Disney and Final Fantasy, they just did such a good job. The combat's so fun. The progression is fun. Sora is such a cool character.
We could just go on for days about this game.
There's like a couple weapons that I've just always wanted to have from like video games or stuff, and one of them was a lightsaber, and the other one is a keyblade. The keyblade is just so freaking cool, and man, it's we put 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep in S tier. So awesome! They did such a good job with them. Chain of Memories in S minus because they added the weird card thing. It's still fun. This is a Kingdom Hearts game, but it has this weird learning curve that they didn't really need, and I wish it wasn't in there to a certain extent. But still a great game. And unfortunately, Kingdom Hearts 3 is A. I feel like Kingdom Hearts fans are pretty disappointed by it. I think it's still an A game, honestly. But
I think we both agree that it's a lot better than people said it was. But Anyway, I love them all. It was one of my first experiences with gaming, and I always just thought it was so cool that you and our cousin were playing it, and I never got the chance to play it. And then finally, like a few years ago, I got to play it, and I was like, "This is amazing." Still, totally holds up today. Just phenomenal game.
All right, next we have League of Legends. Probably the game I've put the most time into.
Putting in
S minus. Yeah, I think it's an amazing game, but definitely has a really high learning curve. If you can get to the point where you can like carry a game and lead your team to victory, man, is it satisfying. Man, is it fun. Some of my best friends, I've made friends just from League of Legends, like a good number of friends that literally I've never met them in real life, just in League of Legends. But it's just not accessible to new players, and I wish if it was, I think it could be an S tier game. But
I mean, like I tried this game, and I really enjoyed it. And then I wasn't doing good in my position, and people were calling me out for it. And I was just like, yeah, this isn't my game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see why people enjoy it, though.
Yeah. All right, next we are going to get into the Lego games.
Okay, well, we're throwing these first three
into B+, and we're going to put Lego Star Wars actually in S tier. So the reason we're putting Lego Star Wars in S tier is because everyone should play it. It's really fun. I think this is where Lego's at its best in the Star Wars Sega, and just so much fun running around with your lightsabers, breaking apart the Legos and stuff like that.
And I think it still holds up as one of the best multiplayer games out there.
Yeah, for sure. And they're still just pumping them out. There's obviously a lot of demand for them. So and the rest of them, they're fun, but they're just not quite as good as Star Wars. And so we're gonna put in B+.
And a lot of them hold up because they are Pirates game, Harry Potter
Pirates
games,
and the Lego game as well, right? So
anyway,
next we have Zelda Link's Awakening, specifically as done on the Switch. You should try it. It was really fun. They did a good job of bringing Link's Awakening onto a modern platform of the Switch. And it's a good time. It has some flaws. The story could be a lot better, in my opinion, but it's a fun time. You should try it.
Yeah, I played a decent way through it, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope I can finish it at some point. Yeah. But
all right, next we got Luigi's Mansion.
Is this A?
This is another A tier game. Another exactly like Zelda. Good job of bringing Luigi's Mansion onto the Switch. Really fun. Good little puzzle type game. People should try it. It's a good time, and it's good to see Luigi hit the spotlight a little bit. It's a fun time. So.
Okay. Anyway, next game is.
Next we have
Madden.
So this is where we're gonna put most sports games here in C+. Because it fills a niche for sports players who are sports fans who also like video games. If you're not a sports fan, you're not going to play the game, and so that's why we're going to put it in C+. If you're not a video game fan, you're not going to play the game. You have to be a sports fan and a video game fan, which I am. So I really like the games. I definitely think they're a good time. I think they've become a little bit too much pay to win, especially 2K, which we'll get to later. But I'm glad they exist, but we'll put them in C+.
Okay. This is
Majora's Mask. We're going to put Majora's Mask in S-. It's an amazing game, but man, the first part's really weird. And
I think I had to look up most of the beginning part. You just have no idea what's going on.
Which is unfortunate, because I think if it didn't have that weird first part, it would be an easy S. Because it's a really cool Zelda game, and the mask concept's really fun. But you just
and the time, going back through the day each day, it's pretty cool.
It's good. It's just that if you didn't have to look up the first little bit, I think it would be, or maybe we're just bad.
Maybe we're just bad.
Anyway. All right, next we have Maneater.
Okay, and this one is an A game.
An A game.
So my spiel about this game. So I saw this game was coming out a few months before it came out, and I was like, "That's my game." I love sharks. That totally looks like my style, and I got it and played all the way through it, and it's just a 10-hour game, and it's super fun. Again, another one of those GTA Just Cause games where you're just going around eating fish.
Yeah, it's just mindless fun eating fish, eating people. It's a crazy time, but I think its limit is that it just doesn't have quite enough content. If it had more content, it could probably be higher, because it is great. It's a fun time. It's fun to just run around.
Yeah, but once you finish the game, it's
oh, there's nothing else for me to do, and it has little to no replayability. So, anyway, next we have Super Mario 64. easy S here. Great game. They did such a great job of bringing Mario into 3D, and it's insane how much this game still holds up today. Obviously, the speedrunning community is huge here, and I mean, if you haven't played this game, you should play it.
And I mean, this is another game that passed the Martin test.
Yeah, Martin loves this game, and like, sorry. Like seeing someone who doesn't play games just hop right in, and like they do just a great job of letting you explore the world and figure the world out. And it's S game for sure.
Okay.
Mario Kart 64, we're gonna put an A+, right? Is where we ended.
Yes, I believe that's where we.
We don't think it's quite the best iteration of Mario Kart, so we're gonna put it in A+. It's an outstanding game. Good job bringing the series to life, and obviously a game you're gonna play with friends all the time. So we're gonna put it A+.
Okay, this is Double Dash.
Yeah, this is Double Dash. Double Dash is what we're going to say is the best iteration of Mario Kart. And so that's why we're putting it in S, because everyone should play Double Dash. If you haven't played Double Dash, you should. Unfortunately, it's not really accessible. I wish it was, but because you just can't get to Mario Kart, and it's hard to get to the GameCube games. Hopefully they do Double Dash again. I wish they went back to that formula to some extent, because it was so fun.
Yeah, definitely my favorite Mario Kart as well.
And next we have Mario Kart 8, which we are going to put in A tier. It's really fun still. It's great to play with friends, just not as good as the original, so we're going to put it in A. All right, next we have Medieval.
Okay, I believe I was putting this in A. So I've actually only played the demo of this so far, but I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm really excited to get this game and play it all the way through. It definitely has a similar draw that I feel that Spyro and Ratchet & Clank have, of being like kind of like a kid's game, but at the same time being able to allowing the older generations to enjoy it. So just super cool game.
All right, next we have Metroid Prime. We have it in A, but I think we're gonna put it in A+, because it is just such a good. It's so fun having Metroid in 3D. It's a super fun game. They did a great job with it of like still making it like a Metroidvania game within the 3D world, which is crazy how well they did it. So we're gonna put A+.
Okay, Minecraft. I believe we decided A on this one.
Yeah. Did we decide A or A+?
I think it was A.
Yeah.
Due to Terraria, but.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Anyway.
Yeah, you should try Minecraft if you haven't. Obviously it's huge, and with good reason. Do whatever you want in it, and it's a fun time. Especially another one of those that's really fun to play with friends. Like, try it out. I mean, if you have.
I mean, it's a good game by yourself, but definitely opens up so much when you play with someone.
All right, next we have MLB The Show. Same kind of deal with Madden. It's a sports game, fills the niche of sports fans who are also video game fans. So we're going to put it in C+. Next we have Monster Hunter World.
I believe we're putting this in B for now.
For now. It's one of those kind of like Genshin Impact, which is right next to you, right? But where the multiplayer, where we've put an hour or so into it, and we're looking forward to putting more time into it. It sounds super fun, and it's been pretty fun so far. It's been a solid game so far, and we're excited to see a little bit more of the depth of the game. So next we have NBA 2K. NBA 2K is going to be another one of those fills the niche games, those sports games that are for video game players. And I really loved some of the older 2K games. Hopefully they start to figure themselves out and make it a lot less pay to win. But fun game.
Okay, Battlefront. Is this one B?
Yeah, this one's B. Solid game.
Just definitely has drawbacks.
It's just not as good. They kind of start to figure themselves out a little bit, but it's just not as good as the original. Obviously, a big disappointment for a lot of the OG Battlefront fans. So
I wish they still had like the combat, the like space combat. Where you went through the worlds. That was like the coolest thing in the
Conquest. Yeah,
the Conquest. I
wish
the
they had
original
Conquest.
One. Anyway,
all right, No Man's Sky. We're gonna put in Fills a Niche for now. As they continue to update it, it just gets better and better. It would have been a one I'd recommend when it came out. but they've just continued to update it. Right now, it's like if you like the exploration, farming kind of deal, like you'll love this game. But I'm hopeful for it. I think if they can continue to put good updates for it, it will just continue to climb the ladder and be a better and better game. So,
Okay, Northgard. I believe this one is A.
yeah.
Okay. Well, we bought this game basically at the same time.
And we just played it so much for a while.
Yeah, we played it nonstop. It's kind of like Civ.
Yeah.
It's a very similar game, but just a simplified version. And I think it works really well with the Viking era.
Yeah, it's a really fun Viking Norse game. The strategy is super fun, and it's another game that's super fun to play with a friend. The co-op campaign that we did, that's why we played it so much. The co-op campaign was
so much fun with the different buffs you get after you finish each level.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a try. You should try out Northgard. Next we have Overcooked and A+, right? Yeah.
Yes. Because of how much we've played this.
Yes, it's a great zany multiplayer game.
One of my favorite games to bring out, like if
Yeah.
we don't know what to do, I'm like, let's play Overcooked.
Let's play Overcooked because it's super fun and it's a great time, especially for people who haven't played as much games. It's just craziness and it's fun to run around and try and figure out how to best cook all the dishes with each other. So we're gonna play A+.
Okay, Pajama Sam.
Pajama Sam, right up in that B+ tier again. Same line of the Freddy Fish, Clue Finders. Fun little kid adventure game.
I don't think this one is as education.
No, and neither is Freddy Fish, honestly.
Yeah.
But they're good games and they're fun, and I just had a ton of good times playing them as kids, and so we're gonna put B+.
Okay, Origami King. We're also
putting in B+. So, Origami King, unfortunately, depends a ton on being a Paper Mario game. If it wasn't Paper Mario, it would probably be lower, and that's why we're putting it B+ tier. They took away some of the best aspects of Paper Mario, which is sad to see, and so we're going to put it B+.
Okay, then OG Paper Mario. One of my favorite games.
Yeah, S tier.
Definitely my favorite Mario game. Just phenomenal, just RPG Mario. I don't know who came up with that idea, but it was such a good idea. Anyway,
and they did so well at the paper. The paper design was so cool too, and
we should grab a 1,000-Year Door.
1,000-Year Door, which is right there.
Which I think the first one is better. Which I don't know if that's a common belief, but
a lot of people. I think they could go either way. Honestly, I think 1,000-Year Door is also great. So everyone should play both of these Paper Mario games. So
anyway.
All right, next we have PUBG, which we're going to put in C. And the reason it's in C, like we've talked about, the Battle Royale problem. Rewards bad gameplay, a little better than Fortnite, but still just okay. So we're going to put Battlegrounds in C.
Okay,
next we get to these Pokemon games.
Have not played any of these, which is another one.
Which is insane. But Pokemon, the first, we picked first and second gen for now. Those are the ones I've played the most personally. Honestly, probably third, fourth, and a couple all the way up until even Sun and Moon probably belong in S tier. They're so fun, and kind of everyone should just play a Pokemon game. I don't think it really matters. Just play one of the Pokemon games. They're so fun. Just obviously classics.
Then we have Pokemon
Sword, which goes into B+. I wish it was better. It's just not as good. It's kind of like the Paper Mario Origami King, just really relies on being a Pokemon game. If it wasn't a Pokemon game, it wouldn't be near as high, so it's going to be B+.
Okay, then we have Pokemon Go, which I think we're putting in A.
A tier, yeah. You should try it. If you haven't played Pokemon Go, try it, especially if you're a Pokemon fan.
I mean, this is the one Pokemon game I have actually played.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, but...
It's fun to go around in the real world and try and catch Pokemon. Basically every kid who played Pokemon's dream was to go and try and catch Pokemon. So
it's just super cool. It got really cool recently with within the last year. It added you can fight each other.
Yeah, they added the battles and stuff finally.
Yeah.
And so they keep adding updates and it keeps being fun. It keeps being relevant. So we're gonna put it A tier.
Okay, Portal. I think we said A+.
A+.
We decided A+.
Yeah. I think it does belong in A+. I think it really is just a cool concept, really well done, super great puzzle solving game. Like, yeah, you need to play Portal. It's so fun. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
It's a pretty short game, but really fun experience.
Yeah, for sure. All right, next we have Prey. All right.
Okay, this one we're putting in Phil's niche. I've played this one probably like first 2 hours. It's interesting. It's like a horror Fallout game is what I've seen it as. It's all right. I definitely need to play it more. I don't think I really like the true horror games. Maybe I haven't experienced a good one, but that's why we're putting in Phil's niche because I'm sure if you're into horror, you'll like this game.
All right, next we have Putt Putt. This is another, like the Pajama Sam, Freddy Fish. Putt Putt was so fun. Just going around, exploring the Putt Putt world. Yeah, great nostalgia game. Super fun to play as a kid. All right, so that's Putt Putt. Next we have Ratchet and Clank.
I bought this one. I don't know. I'd been seeing stuff about it for a while, and I was like, oh, it looks pretty interesting. And I fell in love after I got it. And then I was like, Johnny, you need to play this game.
And then I fell in love too.
It's so cool.
It's
so excited for the next one.
Yeah, for sure.
I do really want to play the old ones too, but
yeah, me too. It's a really fun shoot 'em up game, kind of the mindless fun again.
Yeah,
just knows its place too. Like it doesn't take itself too seriously. Another game that we passed the Martin test with, right?
Yeah.
Martin played through it and she loved it, which I was happy to see because I was a little worried it might be almost too hard or something, but she loved it. And
there's a lot of things that make it easy. There's a lot of auto targeting and everything. Yeah. But anyway, it's a really cool game that is, I feel, made for younger people, but does a good job of
still being relevant.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Resident Evil 2 remake. A plus or
I think we did A plus. Yeah, A plus. Fits.
A plus. Okay. I love this game. I played all the way through it. It was my first Resident Evil game I played. And I think what draws me the most about it is that it isn't that scary. There's a lot. The horror games true horror games I played. I'm always like, they just get me. They like kind of put me into a wreck. Like I get too stressed out and I can't handle it. But this game is just. It shows me why the Resident Evil games are so good.
I played it as well. I was hesitant to play them because I'm not a horror fan. I really don't like horror movies, but I love this game. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job, and I really enjoyed the remake. So we're gonna put it in A plus. Next we have a couple more of those Resident Evil games.
Yes. So Resident Evil 4. I am now into Resident Evil games because of. I think we put this in S minus. I think it actually belongs in A plus. So anyway, I played this game recently. It's an old game, but I can see why people say it's the best one. So fun. Leon is such a cool character. I want as much Leon content as I can get, but just it changes the formula of Resident Evil a little bit. You're not fighting zombies. You're fighting like plant monsters, but it's super cool, and I think if you have a chance to play it, you should play it.